What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, I'm going to show you the best way to get Urban Mystica by destroying this 7-star Mightiest Mark Electric Terra Emboar raid in just one turn with you and a group of your friends for a total of 4 players, or join my Discord, and people in the Discord will be doing this strat this Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern when the raid goes live. And of course, guys, if you like my type of content, enjoy these videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider supporting the channel by joining the Pan Fam by hitting that join channel member button below. So Emboar, honestly, I'm expecting times 35 HP, but I was able to crack through this boar's armor, and we have a easy turn 2 KO. But you know, it's unfortunately at times 35 HP, it's gonna take a lot of setup, and I don't think there is a turn 1, but there is a good turn 2 here. Now the build for the turn 2 that we're going to be doing rather easily is we're going to need a Landorus incarnate for the player 1 strat. Now there could be some other Pokemon that can do this in this position, but Landorus makes it super easy for the player 1 person to do. So why is Landorus so good is because you have a high special attack stat. We have the item Life Orb, and you also have the ability Sheer Force. So Sheer Force and Life Orb are actually going to stack on top of each other and do massive amount of damage. Also, you have great typing, so you're going to resist any fighting damage and immune to any electric. So Landorus is going to be really safe in this raid battle. Now, I have my modest nature of max special attack and max HP, which is going to be very ideal for this raid. Now, as the Landorus person, the only 2 moves you need is going to be Earth Power and Nasty Plot. Nasty Plot is going to allow you to set up to +2, and then on turn 2, you're going to go for an Earth Power and Destroy. Just remember, as the player 1 person, that you will be going last on turn 2, just because you need all these other buffs and statuses to go off before you can guarantee yourself that 1-turn KO. But who are the supporters for Landorus? Well, player 2, we're going to need an Alcremie, and I just have the item Covert Cloak on it. I don't really know there's a better item to put on it, but Covert Cloak just prevents, you know, any additional things. Like if we get hit by a Flare Blitz, then we won't get burned, as an example. Doesn't really matter because Alcremie is so bulky that we'll be able to take 2 hits and be able to survive. And I am running max HP, max defense with a bold nature. I do think this spread is very important because Emboar does have base 123 attack, and with his hidden ability Reckless, it will be hitting very hard. But we should be able to survive with Alcremie here. Now, why are you using Alcremie? Well, we're going to use Decorate onto the Landorus, right? And this is going to give Landorus +2/+2 on attack and special attack. So by the end of turn 1, Landorus, after his Nasty Plot and Decorate, will be at +4. And then turn 2, we're going to use Helping Hand onto the Landorus to give it an additional 50% attack boost for that turn. And this will happen before the Landorus attacks. Now for player 3 and 4, you're both going to be using Hisuian Quillfish. Now, Hisuian Quillfish I think is really great here, and I like it more than regular Quillfish because you have access to Eviolite because you evolve into Overquill, and Eviolite gives you a massive defense and special defense boost, and you also don't have that water typing, so you're not going to be weak to Wild Charge anymore. So Hisuian Quillfish is definitely going to be key here. And with the Eviolite, with max HP, max defense, and a bold nature, you're going to have a massive defense and HP combo stat, and you have the ability Intimidate. So with 2 Hisuian Quillfish out on the field, you're going to put that Emboar at -2 attack immediately, which means everyone in the raid is going to be A-okay, and you can survive any hit, and is going to make everything even faster and smoother. Now, the moves that we're going to be using is player 3 and 4 are both going to be going for Acid Spray. Now, Acid Spray will lower the special defense of the Emboar by -2, so by the end of turn 1, you're going to have that Emboar at -4 special defense. And it also does a little bit of damage, which makes the calc a little bit easier, and it goes through shields if anything goes horribly wrong. And then player 3 will also go for a Acid Spray on the next turn, so it puts the Emboar at -6, and then the other Hisuian Quillfish will just go for an Attack Shear to give us an additional damage boost for the Landorus incarnate to get that 1-turn KO hit off. And honestly, I think this strat is incredibly safe and easy, and I really wouldn't be worried about anything else, honestly. I mean, the only thing that can ruin this strategy, in my opinion, is going to be a turn 0 shield, which will be quite unfortunate to the actual turn 2 strat. Just to break it down, feel free to screenshot this, share this with your friends in Discord and things like that, because this is how we're going to be doing it, right? So as already mentioned, we're going to have the Landorus Incarnate with Nasty Plot on turn 1 holding the Life Orb. So we can just do this immediately. We don't have to wait for anyone. So Landorus can just pop off and do that. Now, the Landorus is going to be super safe because it has great typing, but also the 2 Intimidates from the Hisuian Quillfish have gone off. So the Emboar starts the raid at -2 attack. So even if it sets up like a bulk up, it's going to be -1. If it sets up 2 bulk ups, it'll be back to 0. And since we're hitting it on the special side and not the physical side, we don't care about any physical defenses boost it could get from bulk up or curse, which is going to make this plan foolproof. Now, the Alcremie is just going to sit here, decorate the Landorus, and then both Quillfish are just going to pop off of Acid Spray, do a little bit of chip damage, but also get that guy to -4. Now, turn 2, Landorus needs to go last and make sure all these things happen before he attacks. So Alcremie is going to use Helping Hand onto the Landorus. The Quillfish is just going to pop off Attack Cheer, and then the other Quillfish is going to go for Acid Spray, and that's going to set up the -6, and then we're going to pop off with the Earth Power, the Sheer Force Life Orb boosted +4 Earth Power with the Helping Hand, Attack Cheer, and all of that. And as you can see the calc here at the times 35 HP, we're going to be doing 144 to 169% of the boss's max HP at 35 times HP, which is a guaranteed 1-hit KO. So this is going to be a super easy strat. Like I said, the only thing that stops this strategy from working that I have thought of so far is a turn 0 shield. And I do really think it's going to be times 35 HP because Emboar has such an insanely high HP stat and his defenses are frail overall with that 65 defense, 65 special defense. So I do think they're going to make it a little bit more difficult and give it that times 35. If it doesn't, then the strat opens up even wider, and potentially there is a 1 turn, but the 1 turns that I was looking at were rolls at that point too. So we'll just have to wait and see when the raid actually comes out this Thursday, and I'll have an update video on Friday or Thursday night. So definitely stay tuned to the channel for that. But there we have it, guys. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Stay tuned for the best Pokemon guides and more content on Pokemon and video games and other action here. Peace out and have a good one.